Alright, now what we're going to do is begin drawing, and notice how my cursor is snapping on these areas. I'm going to just start anywhere on here, and I'm going to click, and I can draw downward and I can count the boxes, and each one of these is an inch. I can put the number in up here where it says next point of polyline. Make sure that you're going in the direction you want your polyline to go. I'm going to type in 4 and enter. And then I'm going to left click my mouse button. I'm coming over 6 and enter, and left click my mouse button. Then I'm going to come up 2 and enter, left click my mouse button. I'm coming over 3 and enter, and left click, up 2 and over and close. And now I have a simple stat block, and now we're going to extrude this. I need to either select this, or it can tell me in the command line to select it. You can do it either way. Solid, extrude planar curve, and straight. At this point it's going to give me extrusion distance, and it's 2. If I want this to be 3, I'm going to type in 3 and hit enter on my keyboard. I really can't see what I've got unless I go back to my 4 viewports, and I can do that in 2 ways. I can click on this button up here, or I can double click on that blue front button, and I'm going to see it. Now, do you see what's highlighted right here is my curves that I drew to extrude this with. I really don't need that anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that off of there. I'm going to right click my perspective viewport, and I am going to hit shaded display. I'm going to right click and turn my block around to look at it, and at this point I want to make a 2D drawing of this, and that means I'm going to get my 3 top front right side view of it. So under dimension, go to make a 2D drawing. It's going to say select your objects to draw. I'm just going to select this, or I can draw a box around it either way. I'm going to hit enter on my keyboard, and it's going to give me a 2D drawing options, and I want the 4-view USA. I'm going to go ahead and show my hidden lines, and I'm going to say OK. Now, on my top viewport, if I double click and come out, and then this is zoom extents. Alright, and I'm going to see what I have top front right side view. I'm going to click on this thing because this is the thing I don't really need. It's my model. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm just going to hide it. HIDE, enter, and now it's hidden. It's there someplace. And I'm going to put my dimensions on this. I'm going to go to dimension. I am going to go to dimension properties, and I want to change my global dimension scale to 0.125 for this particular scale drawing, and I'm going to say OK. Dimension linear. Make sure you use OSnap when you dimension things. OSnap's down at the bottom, just like in AutoCAD, and I want an endpoint snap. That way I'm going to be snapping to the ends of these things. I'm putting my dimensions in. Dimension linear. The depth on the top view and the right side view are the same, and so I'm going to put that on there. Dimension linear. I need this dimension. Dimension linear. I need this from here to here. Come out. Dimension linear. Now, those are all the dimensions that I need for this, because I can leave one dimension out in a chain of dimensions always, because you should be smart enough to do the math and figure out that if this total distance, and we'll scroll in a little bit here, is 6 and this is 3, the other part of it is obviously got to be 3. And so there is your screen view of your dimensions. You are going to save this then as step block.